the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration just released a report, and it shows that drug use overall is up by 9%. All right?
Okay.
So the three different types of drugs that have shown an increase are marijuana, ecstasy, and methamphetamines. All right? Now, with marijuana, its use is up by 8%.
Okay.
All right?
Now, hold. Because some people are saying, whoa, whoa, you see that? We told you. If you try these legalizing marijuana in different places throughout the country and you pretend that it's medicine, it's going to increase its use, it's going to lead to more drug use, and that's the real problem. Aha, we told you. Now, the other counter-argument, the one I would make is, look, we've been doing this drug war for how many years now? How many decades, right? And it still keeps going up and up and up. So who's right, right? So let's dive into the data. Okay, it turns out marijuana is up by 8%. Not only that, among 12 to 17-year-olds, people who thought that there was a great risk from smoking marijuana is actually down from 54.7% in 07, who thought there's great risk to smoking marijuana, down to 49.3% in 09. So about 5 percentage points, people saying, well, maybe it's not as grave a harm to my health as I thought. Okay, so that's an interesting stat. It's going down a little bit, but those people are probably right. It's probably not a grave risk to your health. But nonetheless, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so is that the problem? Well, let's look at how much other drug use has gone.
Right. This was, these are mind-blowing statistics. It also focused on ecstasy and methamphetamines, as I mentioned. There were increases in those drugs. 37% increase in the use of ecstasy in 2009, 37%. But if you think that's bad, 60% increase in methamphetamine use.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with pop, man. Okay, you know, we got a real problem with drugs in this country. I have always thought over the last 2, 3, 5 years, it's meth, right? A 60% jump in the last year. That's even worse than I suspected, right? I didn't know X was growing at that rate either, right? So, but this doesn't have anything to do with California saying, oh, medicinal pot or this or that. No, these are meth heads in the middle of the country or all across the country, right? No, and you know why they're doing it? Because the drug war ain't working. You can say, oh, don't do it. Just say no. Just say no. And did it work? Did it work in 1980? No. Did it work in 1990? No. 2010? No, 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 no. Okay? Went up 60% last year. How's that drug war working out for you? And by the way, we have tremendous and ridiculous violence, not only in this country, but more so in Mexico and Latin America, and the gangs are out of control. So no winners, nothing but losers.
You know, but you'll never get that point through to people's heads. Like, for instance, there's a guy who's quoted in this article. His name is Gil Kurlikowski, and he's with the Office of National Drug Control Policy, right? And of course, he's not for legalizing marijuana. He thinks it's a terrible idea. Now, when he was asked about why ecstasy use has gone up, his whole thing was, well, we took our eye off the ball with that one. We got to focus more attention on the dangers of ecstasy, and we got to really make sure that people know not to use ecstasy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, then by next year, I'm sure it'll go down. Okay, seriously, hold on, pause. You out there, okay? I don't care if you're liberal, conservative, libertarian, I don't care who you are. Do you really believe if Kurkowski gets serious about ecstasy and focuses on it next year, that the use is going to go down? Or that...
And he's going to do all that using our resources, using our money, our tax dollars.
Or you think that Kurkowski, Jim Jablowski over there, goes crazy over the next 5 years, 10 years, and says, war, triple war, nuclear war on ecstasy. That at the end of that 5 years or 10 years, that he'll have gotten rid of people using ecstasy, like nobody will use ecstasy anymore? Anybody. Does anybody believe that? No one believes that, right? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is crazy. You're never going to win this war. It ain't about that. It's about, hey, people make their own choices, but can we help them to make the right choices, right? And can we help them to be healthier with whatever they're doing, right? And can we bring the drug use down in smart ways, not in dumb attack war ways, right? Which have proven to be a gigantic, colossal failure. How long is the war going to go on? Unfortunately, the answer is probably as long as people keep making money off of it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Have you signed up for TYT membership yet? Don't wait a minute. Go now.